Okay, so it's time to add some lights. I've never done this before, so I am brand new at RC cars and what kind of toys you can add to them, where to buy them, and all this other jazz. So I am taking my little experiment here and adding lights. I got some LEDs made for RC cars, or at least that's how they were sold, from Amazon. A little battery pack. Take some double A's, which I'll put in the back. I figured it'd be smarter to just buy something separate with an on and off switch so that I could turn it on when I want to utilize the RC car. So I'm pretty brand new to this kind of stuff, so I figured I'd start simple and just add batteries to some lights. I think the goal with this is to put this in the back, make it accessible and removable, and then I'll feed the wires through the RC car so that I can, I'm thinking about doing it from the back spare tire. Then I got these were also from Amazon. They're headlights and brake lights, so they're red and white, so I'll put those in the front and back. And these are really cool. These were just some spotlights for the most part, and you can just wire them up, put them where you want. Pretty neat. I kind of debated about where to put these. The big ones are just too large for the front headlights, so the smaller ones I think I'm going to put in as the headlights. So these smaller ones here, although they fit perfectly in the front here, I think I'm going to put them as the headlights instead. And then these are the lights it came with, which is just white. Pretty much mimic these, but I think I'll put them somewhere else. We'll see. So I went ahead and pulled the top off so I can get everything from the inside out. And one of the first things I did was I went and pulled this off and drilled a little hole for my wires. So I'll go ahead and feed the wires through to the back and kind of hide them best I can. So I'm slowly going up in size on my drill bit so that I don't torque this too much and actually crack the plastic. You can see the drill holes are in the worst place possible for this, so it's taken a while. And pretty much once I get to a certain size, I'm just going to take my Dremel and kind of clean it up around it. It definitely isn't perfect, especially with the plastic, but after it's cleaned up and Dremel down, it works pretty well. I sanded these down so they're more circular and actually took off the bracket on the bottom with the Dremel so that actually they're more round. You can see the difference in the one with the bracket and the one without. So I went in, made them as round as possible so that I could fit them into the headlight. And they work. They're a little tight. I probably need to clean it up more, but once they're in there I can glue them in and hopefully they'll stay. I guess we'll wait and see. You can kind of see what I had to do here because of the screw hole. I had to cut most of that out. And there it is. I got two headlights in. They're glued in on the back. It's a bit of a mess, but it works. There was no way of clicking them in or anything as far as I know. It's a bit of a mess of wires, but everything's getting soldered together. And I got the backup lights on, the LEDs, they're getting the red. Very bright. Not what I wanted, but it'll work. The spotlights are going to come off next, and I'll replace them with the spotlights I got from Amazon. And I dremeled them down to make them nice and flat. And these are the larger ones that I did decide to put on, so I screwed them on and got them wired. Surprisingly similar to an actual vehicle, which is kind of funny. So I got them drilled and I popped off the bumper to make it a little easier to get to. I also had to cut a little bit of the bumper in order to get the screwdriver in there. So they're just all wired up. Looks pretty cool. And you can actually see how it's screwed from the bottom, so it's kind of hard to get to. So what I did was actually took a cutter and just cut the plastic and then pushed it all back down. So the wires came with these quick connect, which I really like. The downside is I didn't really understand that when I was buying all these things. So I'm just going to cut them off and just solder them to my battery pack. Put some Velcro on there that'll at least keep it from bouncing around too much while it's driving. Everything's been heat shrinked after being soldered. Try and keep it as waterproof as I can. Got everything moving in from the back and plugged in. I'm going to go ahead and put these last two. I had 2 extra LEDs that I was plugging in, so I figured I'd just put them maybe underneath. Let's see what it looks like. So there you go. So we got the reverse lights. I'm sorry, the brake lights. I got 2 extras I'm going to put inside the cab. So what I did was I actually zip tied a good chunk of them together, but the biggest chunk of them I'm trying to just put underneath the top, and hopefully it'll all go together. I guess I'll wait and see. It's all zip tied together, so I'm thinking it'll be okay. So wait and see, I guess, after I get it put together. So there it is. I got the screws in, and everything is plugged in and working, and it's nice and solid as far as I could tell. We got the rear tire on, and there's the lights. They were super bright. I got 2 extras in the cab, and then I got the brake lights.